A very good morning to all the students of class 8. I hope you all have seen part 2 and 3 of chapter 1, Socio Religious Reform. And now in this part 3, we are going to discuss about Reformation movement in the Muslim community, Sikh community, Parsi community. All these three community we are going to discuss, and we will discuss about Jyotiba Phule and Thakar Bapa. Now let us begin. Reformation movements in the Muslim community. See, first we will see what was a reform movement carried in the Muslim community. In the early 19th century, social and religious reforms were initiated in Muslim community under the leadership of people like Haji Shairatullah from Bengal and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan from Rai Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. See, the reform movement that was carried in Muslim society was a religious awakening that was initiated in the Muslim society under the leadership of the people like Shairatullah from Bengal and Syed Ahmed Khan from Rai Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. They who were motivated by the preaching of religious leaders. They were motivated by the preaching of the religious leader Shah Walihullah of Delhi. They believed that the British could establish their rule in our country as Islam in India was becoming weaker and corrupted. See what they started, they felt that they were motivated by all the preachings of the religious leaders, and they believed that the Britishers they could establish, they will come and establish and have a rule in their country, and as the Islam in India was becoming weaker in that and also corrupted. They started Wahhabi movement in order to strengthen the Islamic religion and culture and also to make it purer. See, they started what Wahhabi movement. Why? To strengthen Islamic religion and culture and also to make it purer and more sacred. Many Muslims started acquiring English education due to the impact of the Wahhabi movement and the growing influence of the Western culture. See, because of this growing of this, because the influence which was there of the Western culture, this Muslim they were acquiring English education through this Wahhabi movement. However, due to the orthodox nature of the ulema, a large number of Muslims remained deprived of the English education. See, however, because of the orthodox nature which was of ulema, there were large number of people in the Muslim, they were deprived from English education, they were not having a social awareness and reforms. That is why the education of Muslims and the subsequent rise of the middle class was not satisfactory. See, because of this, the education which was of the Muslim and the subsequent that rise of the middle class that was not satisfactory in that. Sir Syed Ahmed Khan was born in an aristocratic family. See, Sir Syed Khan, he was belonging to a very superior class family. And during the revolt of 1857, he was serving the East India Company as an employee and had remained loyal to the company. See, in which year? In the revolt in 1857 revolt, where he was serving the East India Company and he was working over there as an employee, and he was very loyal to the company. After his retirement in 1869 CE, he went to England and was influenced by the liberal ideas of the West. See, after his retirement, where he went to the England, and he was very much influenced by the liberal ideas which was in the West. He advocated the idea of acquiring the English education as a means to reform the Muslim community of his orthodox attitudes and backwardness. See, because what happened, he advocated all the ideas which he acquired from the East, from the English education, and how it becomes a means to reform the Muslim community and to remove the orthodox attitude and backwardness from people. So he started a magazine namely Tehzeeb ul Akhlaq in the year 1870 CE. See, which magazine he has started? Tehzeeb ul Akhlaq in the year which year 1870, and he also established Aligarh Muslim College in 1875, and which was known as Aligarh Muslim University today. He also translated the books that was in the English literature, in the science, literature and science, in which language? In the Urdu language, and he tried to make Muslim familiar with the branches of knowledge from the West. So he wanted to make the Muslim people to be familiar with all the knowledge of English literature and science. So he translated it in the Urdu language. He opposed the Veil system, that is Burkha Pratha, the Burkha Pratha which was being carried. And now also we see somewhere few Muslim lady they wear burkhas. Mostly we have seen they cover their face, and child marriage and advocated education for girls and widow remarriage. See, in this, what is said, they are saying over here that Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, he was the first reformer of the Muslim society, and he appealed to the Muslims to adopt English education and give up their narrow minded attitudes and orthodox custom. So he opposed child marriages and he supported widow remarriage. And he also advised Muslim women to discard this burqa and seek education. See, in the year 1875, he established a Muslim college at Aligarh to enable Muslims to get higher education, and this college later became famous as Aligarh Muslim University. Now moving ahead, now we will see about the Sikh community. The reforms of the 19th century also influenced the Sikh community. See, in this reform which was being carried in the 19th century, they also influenced Sikh community. Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee was formed with an objective to reorganize the religious practice and remove the evil practices from the Gurudwaras. See what this committee was formed, and what was the objective was to that they have to recognize the religion practice and to remove, they wanted to remove all the evil practice that was from the Gurudwaras, and to impart English education along with religious education to the Sikh. Khalsa College in the Amritsar was established along with many other schools. See what happened. It is said over here that this Samiti was being formed, was set up to remove all the evils that has been infiltrated into the Gurudwaras, and they also for the, and it was also for better management also, and to impart religious and Western knowledge to Sikh. Khalsa College and schools, they were being set up in Amritsar. Now we will read about the Parsi community. The Parsi youngster who had acquired English education established Rahanuma-e Mezdayansne Sabha in 1851 for socio-religious reform movement, and Dadabhai Nauroji was the leader of this Sabha. See, this Parsi youngster was a Parsi youth who has acquired English education, and they established the Sabha that was known as Rahanuma-e Mezdayansne, and Dadabhai Nauroji, who was the leader of this Sabha. The Sabha had started a periodical namely Rasta Goftar. It gave an impetus to the reform movement and carried out work for awakening of the Parsis. See, beside this, what happened? The Sabha, they have started periodical also that was known as Rasta Goftar, and this gave an impetus to the reform movement which was being carried, and they also have worked for the awakening of the Parsi people. K.R. Kama and Behramji Malbari also contributed in socio-religious reform. See, who also contributed in this reform? Who were they? K.R. Kama and Behramji Malbari. Kama laid emphasis on the propagation of education, and Malbary emphasized on women empowerment. They opposed child marriage and encouraged widow remarriage. See what happened over here. Beside this, what K.R. Kama and Mr. Behramji also worked with, to reform the Parsi religion and society. And due to the efforts of Malbary, the British government, see, in this what happened due to the efforts that was being made by the Malbary, the government, they passed a law fixing the minimum age for marriage in 1891 CE. See, the British and the government, they have framed a law for correct age of for marriage in 1891 AD. That is CE. Now we will discuss about Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule was a well-known social reformer of Maharashtra. See, he was a well-known social reformer from of Maharashtra, and he started a school for girls in Pune in 1857 CE. He helped the widows to remarry. He challenged the authority of the Brahmins in the society, and he also established a Satya Sodak Samaj in order to inculcate means what to teach an idea of persistence, instruction of confidence, courage, and enthusiasm in people. See, Jyotiba Phule, he was a famous social reformer, and to inculcate self confidence, courage, and enthusiasm among the people, he established schools in Pune for girls and for the children of the Dalit community in 1857, and he also established the Satya Sodak Samaj. It was in the year 1873. Now we will read about Thakar Bapa. Thakur Bapa's contribution as the head of the Akhil Hind Harijan Sangh established by Gandhiji was very valuable in the upliftment of the untouchables Harijans. See, Thakur Bapa na he contributed. He was at the head of whose of Akhil Hind Harijan Sangh, and that was being established by Gandhiji and was very valuable in the upliftment of untouchable people. The untouchable people are the Harijans people, and he worked tirelessly to provide relief to the people affected by natural calamities. See, the natural calamity which would occur, and at that time it was in the place wherever there was a natural calamity, Thakur Bapa, he would work very tirelessly, and he would provide relief to the people. Amritlal Thakur, popularly known as Thakur Bapa, was born in 1869 CE in the city of Bhavnagar. See where he was born, in the city of Bhavnagar. And he remained a dutiful and devotee servant of the people throughout the life. See, he remained dutiful means what? Obediently fulfilling one's duty. His duty he was fulfilling, and he was devoted to the servants of the people. And throughout life he did this. And he was an engineer who left his lucrative job to serve the downtrodden and marginalized people after being inspired by Gandhiji. See what he did. He was engineer also, and he left the lucrative job, means the job which was having earning a good profit, money making job, and he left all this thing by to serve all this downtrodden and marginalized people. And this he was being inspired by whom? By Gandhiji. Thakur Bapa established the Panchmahal Bil Seva Mandal and tried to reform the lives of the Bhils who inhabited the deep forest and the hilly areas of Panchmahal region. See, Thakur Bapa na he established which mandal? Panchmahal Bil Seva Mandal. And what he tried to reform all the people, the Bhils people who were living in the deep forest and the hilly areas of Panchmahal region. And he along with his followers, he freed the Bhils from the addictions of alcohol and other evil customs and superstition also. And what he did, he also opened the school for the Bhil children. And see, he taught them how to operate a spinning wheel. See, Thakar Bapa also helped his people to use the spinning wheel and to produce khadi in this way, how to produce khadi. And he also involved these people into a small cottage industries. See, the Thakur Bapa, na, uh, he was so much influenced by Gandhiji that he left his engineering job and he served the downtrodden people of society till the end of his life. To change the life of these tribal people, they were Bhils living in the hilly region and jungles of Panchmahal. So he established the Panchmahal Bhil Seva Mandal. So Thakur Baba, he contributed greatly to the development of Harijans by serving as a minister for many years in the Akhil Hind Harijan Sangh that was been established by Gandhiji. As the time passed, awakening and nationalism spread among people, which connected them better with the freedom movement. See, when the time passed by, slowly and gradually, there was the awakening, and the nationalism was being spread among the people when they were connected with this freedom movement. Gandhiji's emphasis upon the removal of the untouchability improved the condition of the people from backward classes. See, Gandhiji, he wanted to remove this untouchable from India, and he wanted to also improve the condition of the people. So because of his emphasizes that the untouchability was being improved, that what was being removed, and the condition of the people was improved from backward classes. I hope you all have understood this chapter. Thank you.